The episode opens in the uneasy aftermath of Santi's big win, except he's nowhere to be found. His sudden disappearance sets off alarm bells for Price, who's grappling with guilt over how far their mentorship has unraveled. Elena, ever the calm center, puts her faith in Santi's judgment, while Mitz, Price's grizzled former caddy and now reluctant travel companion, barely looks up from his RV chores, uninterested in the drama or dreams. Santi eventually reemerges, accompanied by Zero, a magnetic, gender-fluid teen with a strong anti-authority streak and a presence that turns heads. She challenges Santi to play on his own terms instead of chasing Price's approval, reigniting his passion but driving a deeper wedge between coach and protege. Zero's ideology and vibrant energy clash hard with Price's traditional, no-nonsense coaching style, adding friction to the group dynamic. Price, seeing his influence slip, tries to make amends. He offers a sincere, though unpolished, apology and tries to guide Santi through his overly aggressive swings. But Santi, still raw from emotional wounds left by his father, sees only echoes of that same cruelty in Price's tough love tactics. Rather than reconcile, he escapes further into Zero's orbit, choosing spontaneous quarry dives over structured training. Alarmed, Elena nudges the adults to track him down, leading to the episode's emotional climax. At the quarry, with sunlight filtering through the trees and a bizarre security guard enforcing floaty regulations, Price finally confronts Santi. Their argument quickly turns personal. Santi lashes out, accusing Price of manipulating him under the guise of mentorship, drawing painful parallels to his father's emotional abuse. The confrontation is intense and honest, laying bare the damage done when intention and interpretation no longer align. The episode then cuts to a revealing flashback that peels back Price's hardened exterior. Years earlier, his golf career came crashing down after a public breakdown during a tournament at Sawgrass, sparked by the unbearable grief of losing his son Jet to cancer. The incident ended in an on-camera assault against fellow golfer Clark Ross, leading to his permanent expulsion from the PGA. As Mitz quietly relays the story to Elena, we see Price not just as a flawed coach, but as a man quietly carrying unresolved trauma. A mocking TV ad featuring Clark Ross teases a future showdown and adds salt to old wounds. Meanwhile, Zero's growing hold on Santi doesn't go unnoticed. Seeing a possible way back in, Price makes a bold, ethically questionable move. He offers Zero a cash payout, $10,000, and his treasured Ryder Cup ring to take on the role of Santi's caddy. Zero, conflicted but intrigued, eventually agrees. Oblivious to the deal, Santi excitedly appoints her himself, setting the stage for explosive fallout when the truth comes out. The episode closes on this uneasy alliance, full of promise and betrayal. Review: Episode 4 of Stick walks a fine line between heartfelt drama and risky narrative turns, and for the most part, it succeeds. The quarry scene is a true standout, layered, emotionally charged, and beautifully shot. It captures the messy reality of mentorship, where love and control often blur. Peter Dager continues to impress as Santi, bringing a raw vulnerability to the role. Owen Wilson's portrayal of Price deepens here. He's a man shaped by grief, still trying to mentor while silently falling apart. The flashback adds richness to Price's character, giving weight to his abrasive behavior without excusing it. It's deftly handled and avoids melodrama, though there's a risk of over-justifying his actions if the show continues to lean too heavily on his tragic past. Zero, played with spark by Lily Kay, is a welcome shakeup. Her confidence and ideals challenge the show's existing dynamics, though her fast influence over Santi feels a little convenient. The narrative almost tips into caricature with her sudden sway over him, but Kay's charisma helps ground the character. The subplot between Elena and Mitz is quietly effective. Mariana Trevino and Mark Maron have a gentle, believable chemistry that gives the episode some much-needed emotional levity. The biggest narrative swing comes with Price's secret arrangement with Zero. It's clever, but also morally messy, and could backfire dramatically if not handled with care. It adds compelling tension, but risks undermining viewer trust if the eventual fallout feels too engineered. One consistent weakness is how underused the actual golfing remains. While the emotional stakes soar, the sport that anchors the story feels more like a backdrop than a central thread, which may frustrate viewers hoping for deeper immersion in the competitive side of the game. Still, the episode's heart shines through. It embraces the complexity of its characters, isn't afraid of uncomfortable truths, and tees up several intriguing conflicts that promise rich drama ahead. Rating: 8/10. Emotionally resonant and character-driven, this episode lands most of its punches. A tighter focus on the show's golfing core and a more nuanced pace could elevate it even further.